Hello everyone, this is NoteK0, and today I'm going to be doing a Lego Batman speedrun of all episodes story. It has been a while since I've speedran this category, so I ask that you all spare me a lot of errors I'm going to be making, a lot of misconceptions and things like that, because the last world record I set in this category was actually over a year ago, so it's definitely been a little bit. But I'm psyched to be able to play this for you guys and just have some fun tonight. So I'd like to say before we start, thank you so much for everything. It's been amazing watching these runs. It's all going to a good cause. And I hope you enjoy this amazing and very broken speedrun. So I have VSync off right now. You're going to be seeing that a lot in the run, just it's one of the broken aspects. So we'll see how that kind of works out. But I got my auto splitter ready, I got load remover time ready, and I'm about ready to start in just a few seconds, so water in it. Okay, I'm gonna start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So first off, you might have noticed that the screen just went black for a second. Reason being, ooh, that's tough. That's an amazing start. Reason being is actually that, so VSync in this game actually gives you quicker loads. I mean, it helps like if you want to get a quicker time, but like just having a quicker load is helpful between levels. At least that's the way we always used to do things, and it's very helpful. So you'll be seeing that changed a lot. Not only does it make load times faster, but it also helps with a lot of skips and like lag clips. So we'll be seeing that a lot during the run. But anyways, right now I am just progressing through the lovely 1-1. You'll be seeing I'm trying to go for 0 studs. Yeah, and that's what I'm trying to do, is I'm trying to get rid of all my studs. But here's our first trick. We're going to be doing tech suit skip. This is a nasty one. Ooh, that's tough. And, okay. Well, since we missed it, we have to get rid of these guys, which sucks. But it's okay. It's one of the hardest in the game, which is an amazing way to start this off. So we're just going to get him out of there. We'll keep trying this until we get it. Okay. We're just going to do some precise BRC actions here. There we go. So we just skip the entire like interaction with the tech suit, which is really fun. Obviously we have a little boss here to get rid of. Clayface. We're gonna have to destroy these, throwback to last year. I made a typo saying these. I called them something questionable. But those silver plates. So I'm gonna do this. And one last thing. And we're at 0 studs. So obviously that's not my best 1-1. My goal here is under 2 minutes. We'll be just under 3 minutes. But despite that, we put it behind us, It's just we all have rough levels. Okay, so we're gonna exit. We're gonna save because this game crashes a lot. If I've learned one thing from speedrunning this game over the years, it's definitely that there are unavoidable crashes, which is very unfortunate. But we're gonna head off to episode 3. That's one of the nice things about this game is you don't have to play it in chronological order. You could just basically choose whichever episode you want to play of the hero ones, 1, 2, or 3 at the start. Like you could even leave the first level and just go to episode 2 or 3 if you wanted. But despite that, we're gonna be going here. Some fun times in 3-1. we're gonna get rid of these goons. You may have noticed we skipped some toxic goo there. That's pretty convenient. We're basically gonna be skipping over the rest of this right here, which is nice. There's a little up warp. That's called an up warp. So if you have your battering, and there are these little like pixel spots that have collision above ground, and it's kind of a weird mechanism, but basically if you pull out your battering somewhere where there's collision above you, the game thinks you're supposed to be on that collision and not where you are currently, so it just brings you there. Anyways, here's our first introduction of real lag. This absolute unit. I don't know why I called it that, but it basically is just like a little skip. You basically skip half of this first room, which is, you know, pretty nice, but unfortunately we're gonna have to be doing this the standard slow way. There is a way to skip it. Right now it's only BTT strat, but we have to do this toxic goo build. It's not fun. That's nice, so you can skip certain sections of it. So at least we got that going for us, but we're gonna just keep doing these until we build all the gears, and then we can obviously open the door. That's unfortunate to say the least. I have to do this in a few more builds than we may have liked, but it's alright, it's only a few seconds time loss. So we're gonna go over here, open up the door. It's pretty easy for the second room. Basically all you do is you're just gonna glide across everything. Something you may see is E-glides like I'm doing right now. That's a fancy way of basically just extending your glides, hence the name E-glide. Is very convenient because it helps you cross over distances like this you normally wouldn't be able to cross. So here I'm going to clip inside of this. They're just random Lego objects for whatever reason you can like clip inside of. And here's another up warp. I'm somewhere I'm supposed to not be, so the game tries to auto-correct my position. Anyways, we're going to turn off VSync here. We're going to do a very, very new and kind of difficult strat. I'm going to try it. It's for fun. If I miss it, it's alright, but I'll give it my best shot, even though it's definitely been a little bit. This is the 3-1 N trigger, so you'll see a lot in this run, the introduction of N triggers. So, well, first we need to get rid of these goons because they're kind of in the way. I'm gonna punch launch up here. For whatever reason that works in this game. I'm gonna get up here. Give me a moment of silence. I'm gonna concentrate on this. Okay. Respawn. And there we go, we just ended the level. That's definitely a gold, not by very much because it was pretty bad gameplay. I just wanted to take the time to do that and get it out of the way before like complaining it all. But basically what happened is punch launches, there's certain objects you can clip on for whatever reason. I don't know how or why they work that way, but they do. You just can do that, and you can get up there, and having VSync off when you do E-gliding actually makes it longer. So that helps when you're trying to like glide all the way to the end level door. It's definitely a lot to explain because there's so much going on in the run. But I'll try to keep up. So there's basically a little like invisible pixel door there that I just hit. Not that it was obviously a dev door. Like I've had devs on Twitter confirm that like the only reason they left those in there is like for debug testing. But basically, okay, so here's another punch launch. I'm gonna turn VSync back on because it makes the end room easier. So what we do here is a drop and warp. So that's nice. You drop out Batman here. I want to make Robin my player 1 for the end fight. A drop and warp is basically you confuse the AI's positioning system. It makes you you make it think that's somewhere it's not supposed to be. But anyways, I digress. We're in the boss fight already. I'm gonna position him or him. I couldn't decide whether to say him or her, so I said firm. We're gonna position Robin up here. We're gonna do this the very old traditional way because I'm not attuned to the new strats. And we're gonna do some jumping. What I'm doing right now is actually skipping the cycles of Harley Quinn backflipping. I was going to until that miserably failed. We're gonna have to fortunately do a couple here because your boy sucks and hasn't played in a year, but hopefully you can accomplish some here. You want to get rid of this guy here. The batterings are very helpful. They can clear mass amounts of enemies out at the same time. Get rid of this guy. It's good that they die because I don't want to. The last thing you'd want is to die during the jumping phase. So I have Robin here. Ba-ba. Ba-ba. Yeah, that's good. This is not the most amazing 3-2, but that's alright. So basically, yeah, we skipped some back-flipping cycles there, which is really nice. What can I say? It's a classic trick. It's pretty old. So yeah, there are end doors. We'll see more of those. Actually, in 3-5, we'll see one. So this is a bit of a tricky skip. I don't know if I'll get it because I'm very bad at the game. Okay. The game spared us, so basically we just skipped this entire first room by doing a nice drop and warp found by yours truly. I have no idea why it works, but it does. So that's a thing, I guess. We can skip obviously this room, just torpedo some things. Fortunately, player 2 does not want to drop in right now. We'll see if he drops in here. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna chase the biplane all the way down here. What we're gonna do is latch on. This is a nice shortcut to the boss fight. Well, that is, if you could get him to hit the torpedoes. So that's basically all there is to that level. It's very short. Nobody likes the vehicle levels in this game. There are not that many skips, but that is one of the cooler ones and definitely saves like 15 some plus seconds. It saves also the entire end section. So here we're gonna do a BRC, a battering clip like we saw earlier. But what's nice about this is you just clip out like that. We're gonna skip the entire. You're supposed to like trigger Killer Moth here. You know, there's like an entire boss fight and chase sequence, but if you just do a BRC to like avoid the trigger area, you could basically skip all of that, which is nice. So here we are. We're gonna do what's called tap jump because you tap jump, and also it's a jump by some things on tap. So that's a drop and warp. I'm gonna get rid of some goons here just to play it safe. I do not wanna. Did you know? See that pinball machine over here? We're gonna clip out on it. But if a goon like destroys it, then you're basically done for. So nobody likes that. The reason why is because obviously you use that to clip out of bounds, and otherwise you'd have to do the room the casual way, to go back, grab the bomb suit, and at that point it's quicker just to reset the level and try again. But luckily the game's been very nice to us, so we don't have to worry about that. There's another battering clip. Everybody loves battering clips. We just skipped the entire third room as well, which is very hog champion, if I do say so myself. So basically what we're gonna do here is we're gonna get Robin, his tech suit. We're gonna have to do this end fight casually, no end level trigger, no insta kill. there is something in the code that seemingly allows for like an insta kill. It's like a rumor, kind of almost. But unfortunately, at the moment, we haven't found a way to do that. So we're just kind of stuck doing this. We'll push this a little bit. So we have to give Killer Mouth his cycles. Pretty easy cycle. Give it a little bit of time. You can always almost get a. You can almost always get a perfect cycle there for whatever reason. And then yeah, we just finish off this end fight. It's very easy. Just destroy the goons and don't lose time beating up the goons. That's good. Now out of the way. Just collect some extra studs. We're gonna need a lot of studs this run. So that's good. A-okay. We're done with another level. It's pretty easy level right there. Just some cool tech though, which is always nice to see. This next level though is, it's definitely had a history. This used to be like a really long level, but now you could do it in under like 2 minutes. Unfortunately, because your boy's very outdated in the strats he's using, he will not be going for the newest BDJ strat. Unfortunately, I will not be doing the. I did a BDJ earlier. That's the only one I'm really accustomed to. Okay, I guess you cannot do baby skip on that. That's annoying. You want to use stud multipliers there, but you're also maybe wondering why I said the baby skip. That is the name of this upcoming skip, Jonathan Kirk skip. Named by yours truly. It's very precise. I didn't find this clip posted. I just thought I'd have some extra clout by giving it a funny name. Okay, so we clip inside of there. All's well. We're gonna go over here and do some fancy 1P2C action. So yes, I am controlling 2 characters at once. I have 2 controllers on my lap. Well, I have one on my leg, and obviously one's in my hand. I'm not a beat 1P2C. That's beyond me, but what I'd like to do is grab some studs here. We are a little low on studs. That's alright. We'll grab some more. But, so here's a skip. Basically just skip this entire room, which is pretty cool. We're gonna grab as many studs as we can, obviously, because we're a little low, but... So we're gonna hit another end trigger here. I know, surprise, surprise. This is a little difficult. But with practice it gets easier. Your boy missed it. If you do miss it, it's alright. It's a little bit of time loss, but your boy missed it. Okay, so what's happening here is I'm too close. Ooh, my bad. And now I'm too low. This is a classic holy skip moment. Anybody who hasn't played this game in a while obviously struggles with this skip, because it's... Okay, there we go. 4th time's the charm, whatever. But anyways, that is an end level trigger we just hit. It's hard to hit, but it's very rewarding. It saves over a minute or something. So obviously we get that going for us, and we got the whole shebang. So can't really complain. we're going to be heading off to 6-1 now. In 6-1, we will be doing some fancy stuff. We're going to be grabbing the red brick. We're going to be collecting some purple studs here too. So in 6-1, what we're going to be doing is dropping out. We're going to start off with a nice little lag clip. So I basically just skipped this entire 2D puzzle section. I don't know why it's there. It's confusing. I guess the developers are trying to be cool. A while back, I was able to find like a very scuffed setup for it. But besides that, it's had a lot of evolution. Los came up with a modern day way to do that, which is really nice. So we're gonna do some 1P2C here. Not a common sight, but to be missing that jump. Okay. We're gonna be going up here. We need Joker up here. Doing some balancing acts. We're gonna be doing some parkour around the second room. There's no immediate skip, like no warp or anything. Obviously, since we're in the villain side, it's a lot more difficult, and you have to work really with what you're given. We're gonna do some warps over here, some drop-in warps, or skip this cutscene. It's convenient. And we're basically at the end of the level, so we're gonna drop down here. We're gonna do a lag clip. There's some Control-Delete, by the way, is what I'm pressing. I just remapped it to buttons to make it be quicker. And now what are we doing? We are skipping the boss fight, and we're... Alright, yeah, and we're going to the end level door. Surprise, surprise, there is an end level door here. So we get that, which is nice. Oh, we got the red brick also. You may be wondering why we got the red brick. Is fast build. Come in handy. Definitely come in handy here. Basically what we need it for is building things faster. I'm just gonna... Oops. Okay. So what we do here is I'm just trying to collect some more studs. So I'm dropping in P2 because I am a little bit low on studs. I'd need like 13,000 hopefully to come out of this level with. I don't know how easy that is, but we're gonna be progressing through this. No red bricks. Unfortunately, the red brick for this level is so lovely. It's very lovely. Whatchamacallit, immune freeze. Obviously, you don't need that because you only see Mr. Freeze once in the entire any percent run, but besides that, you can just battering him. I don't know why I did that. My bad. We're gonna get rid of this. Try some insane maneuvers here. Unfortunately, no bullseye there, no threading the needle. You can skip grabbing that bomb. It only saves like maybe a few seconds, but something cool to try for. So we're gonna be heading into the end fight here. There is an end level door here. I'm actually gonna drop out P2 real quick. I don't need him for studs anymore. That's the only reason I had him dropped in. You obviously don't really need him for this end fight. All you're doing is just dragging these bombs into these generators. They should auto-target. I say should with doubt because Sometimes they don't, like then. Anyways, we're gonna be going over here. We're gonna be scarecrow gassing these. That is a strat. They're shooting the helicopter. It's called early copter shots. Usually you have to wait for these that very specific long hit animations, but you could skip that by just shooting the biplane here. You do not ideally want to die. Use your studs if you don't have to. Unfortunately, it does happen from time to time, but I think we're perfect on studs, so it's no big deal. So that is that level done. We're going to be leaving. We're going to be grabbing fast build, which we just unlocked. We're going to be heading to episode 1. I'm not looking forward to this episode, unfortunately. It's not a fan favorite. It's actually the second longest, the longest being episode 4 right here where this Two-Face fan is. Obviously, we have to complete the episode before we unlock it, but we just need to grab 100k studs. There's some rather expensive red bricks and extras in this game, so we're going to be heading over here, grabbing fast build. We're going to be enabling it real quick. And that'll save who knows how much time, like all the builds we have to do in this category. It's just crazy, so it's nice to have that extra there, but that was definitely a more tame level, 6-2. This, on the other hand, is pretty dang broken. 1-2 is the bane of my existence when it comes to hero story runs, because I don't know, like the stuff you do in this game is just crazy, and it's when it's the second level, the hero story runs are if you do all the hero episodes, that's episode 1, 2, and 3. This is the second level. There are a lot of things that can go wrong. There's a drop and warp, which can. Luckily, it spared us, but this is fast build. Obviously, that's better than the slower building sequences we saw earlier. We're gonna build these and gonna do a cool e-glide. For whatever reason, you can glide around that. Oh, that sucks. Well, that's fine. You can do an e-glide around there. Unfortunately, your boy is very bad at e-gliding as of late, so you have to pardon me from that. But here's a BRC. That's a nice little up warp. We're gonna be skipping this entire part of, like, this is supposed to be a whole sequence of getting player 2 over, and you're supposed to build a bridge and who knows what, some random jargon with that, but we can just skip it, which is really nice. We're going to be doing a nice little 1P2C action. Yes, this is me with 2 controllers. I know, thank you. We're going to be skipping a lot of this. There are some more up-to-date strats with BDJs where you can, like, kind of skip this stuff. But, like I said, I'm an old timer, so I'm just going to do the old pipe jump here, which is not a fan favorite, but with practice it definitely gets easier. So we got that. We're gonna climb up this magnet bridge. Apparently the developers loving, like, admiration for them just shines throughout the entire level. And you'll see a lot of those magnet bridges, but here's a nice little drop and warp. If we could hit the door. And here's the end fight. So nothing special in this end fight. You're probably wondering why a lot of these boss fights have no, like, skips or anything, except for, like, the end level doors. Reason being is the game's code has checkpoints, and you physically can't end the level, like, and logically too in the code it won't end the level. Like, even if you kill Mr. Freeze, you can't end it because there's certain checkpoints that need to be met, like pulling that lever up there in the top left, you know, and him coming down here and doing stuff to me. Obviously, nothing would happen if you'd think nothing like would really come out of that, like just killing. Whoa, okay, here, 1 second. This is not good. Okay, good. Yeah, what happens really, like, if you if Mr. Freeze dies like this early on in the level, what really happens is it soft locks, which means you can't end the level unless you leave the level, like via the menu. So, that's why there are not really any skips, because the game doesn't allow for that to happen. But we can do a nice little time save strat here if we push this and do some multitasking, pull the lever and push the box at the same time. It allows you to build this during the little mid-trail there. We're going to end off this level hopefully very soon. And yeah, that's basically all there is to this. Surprisingly, this isn't a horrible split according to my any percent. I thought it was really bad, but who knows? It's a very outdated world record. Well, actually, no, it technically isn't a world record anymore, because I got notifications and emails today about this T-Fresh and the Hamster guy. They took my any percent world records. I don't know what happened, but I guess I'm just that old. So, no, it's because we changed the load remove time, and obviously they get priority. Obviously you want to keep VSync off here, but I forgot to do that because sensory overload, so we'll keep VSync on, see what happens. You want VSync off here for a quicker load, but in the end, you could just look at the non-load time. Wouldn't really make a difference. So we're gonna be skipping past this. We just did that room casually. There is a skip for it, but very not up to date with that, so unfortunately I'm not able to successfully do that. We're gonna skip this here. That's very close. There's a door there, which is generally barricaded off, but if you get there from out of bounds, there's a drop-in warp for whatever reason, just skip it. This is a very good boss fight. Wow. Oh, I jinxed it. Okay. So, that's the end fight. It's very quick, but yeah, another drop-in warp there. It's the game getting confused where you are, and I guess from what I've seen, there are like these. This is just a theory, but I think there are like AI locators in a lot of spots where the enemy AI spawns, and unfortunately the game gets confused and thinks you're one place or the other. This is not a level I'm looking forward to. This is very hard. It's one of the hardest levels in the game, to be completely honest. If not the hardest. There's so many new tricks. Luckily, it is pretty early in hero runs. Sadly, it's not the same for any percent. There's an end trigger. I'm debating whether I should be going for it, because I could soft lock the level, spend like an eternity there, or I could just do it normally. I'm trying to get a BDJ here. Obviously it isn't really working that well. So we get on top of here, probably wondering why we're here. Gonna be doing a skip. You can skip this door. A nice little alt tab. That's a cool skip found by Los in the hamster. That saves a lot of time compared to grabbing the suction suit. That is an unfortunate jump. For gets in something that I probably shouldn't say. I'll try the end trigger, but I may end up soft locking myself. So we'll try this. There's a drop and warp. I don't know if that worked. Okay, that's late. We got fast boat. Actually, you know what? I don't know. I'm not gonna risk it. I know exactly what's gonna happen if I go for the end trigger. I know I'm very uncouth for this. I know it's a almost a minute time loss, but I would rather spend this run not having to restart the level because I messed up the soft lock, or I got stuck in bounds and the drop and warp doesn't work. Well, I'm just gonna play it safe, and this is just a run for fun. I'm not really going for world record. I'm gonna take it a little slow. This is a casual boss fight. You can skip it. With the end trigger, it's called DN skip. What does DN stand for? It stands for something I cannot say on this stream. But yeah, there is an end trigger you can do. It's a whole kind of song and dance to get to the end trigger, but like I said, your boy's not really having it. I just don't know. I don't wanna risk getting stuck or anything. So I just decided to play it safe there, but there is an end trigger you can do. You can see it in the world record for hero. I know, it's in there. You basically hit the end level door, which is very cool. And it saves a minute, but unfortunately, not able to really see it. But like I said, I'd rather play it safe. Anyways, onto this level. This is a fun one. Some very cool skips. We're gonna be doing a little bit of action here with this. So, yeah, that was missed time save opportunity, unfortunately. Technically, you want to battering that earlier, but what we're going to be doing now is a nice little bit of a punch launch again. By the way, punch launches are a PC exclusive. You cannot do them on Xbox because you need uncapped frame rate for it. So what I'm going to be doing is dropping in P2 up here. Should spawn. And basically, what we're going to do is we're going to just go into here and skip the next little... There's a mini boss fight it's supposed to go on. But we can skip it. I'm just going to swap my players here. Some pretty cool 1P2C, not going to lie. You can skip it with a BDJ. Unfortunately, I'm not that cool. But you can do a drop and warp here. Which is cool. Just skip over Two-Face. I know, it makes total sense. It's just, that's basically, I think, where Two-Face is supposed to spawn, and for whatever reason, maybe like the game couldn't differentiate if your partner AI was like enemy AI or hero AI, and it gets confused where it should spawn him. So it just puts him there to be safe, and we take it because that is a time save. The very old strat was doing the entire kind of like punching him and then gliding over. But it's definitely come a long ways, and this is a very fun level, besides the boss fight. I'm not a big fan of the boss fight. Oh, excuse me. It's very tame. There's no end trigger, there's no insta-kills, not yet. So we got some more shenanigans. We're gonna punch Riddler. Cool little laser. After that, we're going to get these guys. And really, it's just you wait for time to run out. There's nothing I can do to get Riddler Two-Face down any quicker. It's just a very boring end fight. I'm not spam punching him because of iframes, so if you punch bosses, like these guys, it doesn't matter because they're just like goons, but like actual bosses, you want to time your punches. If you time your punches, then you won't give them iframes, which is just a few seconds of invincibility. The player gets it too when they respawn after dying, but it doesn't really come in handy. So we got that, and we're about to finish the level. We do not need P2 dropped in. We're going to try facing for a slightly quicker reload. There we have it. That is episode 1 complete. Alright, now we're going to move on to episode 2. This is one of the quickest in the game. Yeah, I know. Me in my prime, I would definitely go for VDJs. But like I said, I'm an old fart, and that's just changed, you know? Not done speedrunning in a long time. I've been very busy IRL, but it's not a bad thing. So we're gonna move on to episode 2 here. And I think what we want to do here is keep the VSync off just for this load, and once we get into the level, we'll change it. But this is a very linear level. It's not changed very much over the years. It's really just, you know, your typical roundabout, like going across the rooftops. We're gonna do some cool jumps. I don't know why I had Batman there. You need Robin, because Robin can wall jump as one of its cool features. Unfortunately, if you're like me, you don't know how to. You're gonna do a nice little skip there. We're gonna go up here. And that's a nice little skip. You can just not avoid doing that stuff. Fortunately, the AI are not always nice, but generally you can get up there without like the AI punching you too badly. So here is the rest of the level. E-glide, 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 E-glide. Yeah, it really is the rest of the level. This is supposed to be a whole, you know, song and dance with just kind of playing along with Catwoman's tricks and following her across the rooftops, because you know, like, that's what she likes to do, but we like to do it our own way. We like to chase after her like we're an airplane soaring across the sky. So we're gonna just do some more platforming, and you can actually skip, yeah, this entire room. It's very convenient. Otherwise, we'd be here for a long time following puzzles. So 2 levers here. How you're gonna pull both of them? Spamming B is a real hero. We get to have that at our disposal, and also our first Ultra KO, which is, you may have seen that earlier. We're gonna instantly kill Catwoman. 0 studs would be nice, unfortunately. Uh-oh, 2020 studs. Yeah, we just killed Catwoman. How do we do that? So, when I was mentioning earlier, like in the code, there are checkpoints that the game needs to, like, kind of check for. Luckily, Catwoman has no checkpoints. So, if you just kill her, the level ends. Obviously, that the last checkpoint that they have to cross off at the end of the level is the level ending after you, like, get rid of all their hearts. But Catwoman just doesn't have that. No, and also, yeah, here's the everyone's favorite vehicle level. This is world renowned for being the worst vehicle level, I think, ever in LEGO Batman. It's Batboat Battle. also known to experienced veterans of the community as Trash Boat Battle, because a lot of things can go wrong. A lot of bombs blanking happens a lot. That's very unfortunate. You'll see that in the end room. I almost guarantee I'm going to blank at least one bomb in the end room, but they have very poor navigation, those orange circles. Like, I just don't know what's up with them, but the devs did not really care about, like, their object-oriented programming, I guess, to a point. Just not leaving their models do whatever they want, but it's fine. We just have to do this level almost 100% normally. Well, really, actually 100% normally. Not skip anything, but I do say that because you can skip this room. There is a drop and warp behind this gate, and with precise enough positioning, you can skip this room. It's very difficult though. It's only been pulled off so many times, so unfortunately, maybe in the future we'll see that. As of now, not really. So, yep, and that's what I mean by the bombs having horrible collision detection. We need to wait for them to respawn. If they respawn. Okay, luckily, it's nice. We were able to get that one. But, yeah. Have to do that. And the last one's down here, then we can just spam kill the bat boat, the penguin submarine, if we're lucky enough to. Yeah, and this is why people really do not like this level. Okay. So yes, things blank. Both Robin's torpedoes and the bat boat and its bombs blink a lot, but we could have had it a lot worse, I suppose, so we'll take it for what it's worth and just continue on. But that is why they call it the Trash Boat Battle. Alright, so we're gonna move on to 2-3. This is a very broken level. It's, I think, one of the last few I do have a CG in, but I hardly would be surprised if I was able to replicate it. So that works. Nobody knows why. I guess the AI are just aggro or something. It's a very unusual trick, but it does work. So we're gonna do a nice clip. The developers are very nice, and they left a nice little part of this open here. We're gonna clip behind this door. Very convenient. Up warp, that works. We're gonna grab the glide suit. We'll be gliding a lot throughout this level. Can clip through that manhole. Unfortunately, it's not able to get it first try, but yes, the developers are very smart when they developed this nasty little level. We're gonna risk it for the biscuit. It's a fun one. I'll try it again. It's not great. Oh, come on. Oh, I almost lagged my way up there. We'll try it one more time. Alright, there we go. Third time's the charm, am I right? That is a cool strat there. What you can do is, kind of glide through that entire section, and if you do it at the right time, you can, yeah, skip everything. It's very hard, though. I just wanted to show it off, because like I said, I'm not really competing in this run. I didn't think I'd get world record. Right now, it seems I am about 4 minutes behind my PB, so you know how it goes. I didn't think I'd be getting world record, but it's fun. So yeah, it's just a lot of waiting for Croc. If you insta-kill him, like if you move him, you can get him to... That does save time, by the way. Kind of pushing it saves like milliseconds, but... Yeah, if you fell out of the map, the level would not end, like I said, with that checkpoint system. We are saving a little bit of time, though, collecting 0 studs. That's something I didn't mention. So if you end a level with 0 studs, it actually saves 3 seconds in the status screen compared to having studs, because you normally need to go to the stud counter. But obviously, if you don't have any studs, it doesn't have the need to go there, so it's nice. We're going to be doing a BRC here, another lag trick. You can just skip right there. We're going to be doing some cool clipping, more clipping. I'm just at P2 here. I want him to get rid of as many goons as possible. We're going to be clipping on this bench. We'll see how easily I can get it. Probably not super easily, but... Oh, that was it. Yeah, this definitely has its moments. Yeah. This is a very rare NoteK0 opportunity to see me have a slow bench clip, unfortunately. But that is a cool skip. The developers are not very smart with the collision detection on that, for whatever reason. Rip the turtle. If you try to go in the center of that, you can actually build it instead of, for whatever reason, the turtle gets priority over, you know, pulling the lever that brings you to the next room, but it is what it is. But yeah, we're gonna, there's unfortunately, now this would be a nice room to have a skip for. You do have to do this the casual way, as of right now. We have looked into super jumps. I don't know if you'll be seeing that for a little bit, not until, I would imagine, at least episode 4, would you be seeing a super jump. I would rather, I'm gonna have to die up here, unfortunately. That's very unlucky there, the Crocs, but yeah, after you grab the bomb suit, you can destroy this and go in normally. I guess he activated the mini kit. So here we are. We're gonna do this cool thing. Fortunately, we did miss that first cycle. It only loses a few seconds, but for whatever reason, we have to expose Man-Bat's horrible hearing, and just kind of, for whatever reason, build this to distract him, and then that's how the level ends. There is a soft block here you can get. Well, I don't know, there are a few weird things that can happen when you're trying to end that level. If you pause at the exact frame that the level's ending, it'll actually like kind of confuse the game's state, I would say. Like it's like what collectibles you have, because I don't think it saves your red brick or suits if you do that. I don't know, it's just some sort of cool manipulation. Unfortunately, I will not be doing the extremely cool BDJ strat here because I've not learned it yet. But there is a glide suit, and this helps us clear out this entire little section here. You're supposed to just glide over here and get over here. With the addition of Robin's dive suit and other things, but we actually do not need the dive suit to complete this level. So right now what we're doing is we're gonna end the level a little early. Not significantly early, but we do have to do these checkpoints, you know. We're gonna shoo away Catwoman. We need to get the goons out of the way here. We do not, okay, thank goodness, we do not want them blowing up the bombs, because the bombs are very, I don't know, just very sparse. They're just kind of hard to get access to. He only does so many in a cycle, so if you mess up the cycle, unfortunately you have to hit those turnstile things again. But we're in good shape right now, which is the important thing. And we're gonna lure our friend over here. We're gonna put you in the water so penguin does not chase. Ideally you wouldn't want to die because penguin will stop running towards you if you do. Alright, we're gonna finish time here and GG. No, I'm just kidding. That's not. That's for Hero Story. For Hero Story, you end on episode 2. But that's an insta kill like we saw with 2-1. Yeah, we do not talk about the man bat incident. It's very redacted around here. So we're gonna move on to episode 6. We're done with all the hero levels, which is nice. We will be doing a little hub 1P2C. Get Joker over here. It's quicker to not drop him out because you do need him for some extremely fun 1P2C. But yeah, so we're gonna move here. Going to 6-3. This is a fun level. Now, the villain side is a lot different than the hero side. Things aren't well here. Okay, so what we want to do is we have Scarecrow dropped in. We're gonna do a clip up here, and we're gonna get him up there. I'm gonna try to get Joker up here. Sometimes the cops can, yeah, for whatever reason, warp up there, but we're smarter and we take our time with it. We're really just gonna go over here and activate this panel. Obviously, you're supposed to get rid of this gigantic chunk of ice. I don't know why that's in a museum. Maybe it's glass, but looks like ice. Trying to get rid of the cops here. You can do a cutscene skip if you're careful. Got the cutscene skip. It's very nice. We're just gonna be doing some nice little 1P2C action here. Obviously get rid of them. We're gonna be doing some tag movement. This is something new. So in this game you can... No, well, obviously you want to kill. We technically did get the tag movement, but there was a janitor still alive, so unfortunately we couldn't successfully pull it off. But we're gonna trigger this cutscene. There's a cutscene there we can skip if we deload the room while it's activating. Otherwise you have to go inactive for like 7 seconds. Here's a not extremely new trick, but definitely a nice one. We're gonna go over here. Yep, we're out of bounds. For whatever reason that works, and we just skip that entire room. Found by yours truly. But unfortunately it's hard to find viable strats nowadays. We'll see what we find in the future. So we're gonna end off this level here. We did a drop and warp there. For whatever reason that works. The very quick end section. You just want to go choop, 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 choop. And yeah. So to explain that, so right behind that garage door is the gigantic, obviously end level door. But right behind that actually is a vehicle that the developers were, again, very smart with placing right there. So here's a new strat found by Sedum Nashtik. Basically what you do is do some lag clips. You can clip out here. I don't know if I'm doing it right. Okay, there we go. It saves a little bit of time. There've been a lot of different strats used in this room to skip all the random mumbo jumbo that there is. but that is upwarp. Oh yeah, so for whatever reason you can get an upwarp there. It saves about a second. Um, it's just kind of a swag strat. Nobody knows why it works, but if you're lucky you might get it. But anyways, with kind of like the evolution of skips, it used to be you had to activate a bomb on the other side of the level. Obviously you don't have to anymore because lag clips are superior. Also, did you know that building this helicopter and riding it is quicker if you have fast build, but otherwise it's not. You'd have to just run across. No fast build. Just run. You can also crash your game there. There's so many enemies. There's a lot of the reasons I think people don't really enjoy speedrunning this game is the amount of AI and enemies is way over the top. I mean, I get what the developers were trying to get across, you know, with kind of like having so many enemies and making it realistic, like to Lego Batman and Batman's, you know, multiverse. I have no idea, but there are definitely too many enemies in this game, and they end up losing a lot of potential time save. We're gonna just do this normally. There's a strat that's pretty safe to go to. You can skip building this, but I didn't really opt to because I have PTSD from missing it. The thing with the skip is, even though it's pretty safe now, if you do miss it, you can skip, you can do a clip, and you can jump into one of these trucks as they're spawning in, but you only get like a few seconds to do it. And if you miss it, then that's game over. Because the machine that I built won't spawn for whatever reason. I guess you went too far into the level. But that's why I just decided to do a slower but safer strat there. And here we're at the end of episode 6. This is fun. A lot of cool parkour in this level. Not that much like end level triggers. That's more reserved for, I would say, episode 5. But some cool parkour helps you. You can skip this with a hitbox warp, but obviously that's not convenient if you're running on PC. Yeah, and also, this is the hardest jump in the game. Hardest depth perception jump in the game. If you do miss it, it is kind of costly. It's hard to get back up there, but we know what we're doing, so it's fine. We're gonna do a jump up here, some more parkouring. Okay, that's not parkouring. Just play it a little safer there. And we're gonna do a nice little drop and warp that makes it easier, so you don't have to 1P2C all the way through this little section. But yeah, no major skips here. It's a lot of just kind of battling it out. There is a jump here you could do. I'll try it just for fun. Let me get rid of these cops though. Okay. Oh yeah, that is a fun jump. It was found before FCT made it viable, but so what we're gonna do is get rid of some cops. But also what we want to do is get up here. For whatever reason, this gray part is able to be upwarped in. You can do that for this left bell and the right bell. So we'll do that real quick. You do have to get rid of the cops to build this stuff. This is what I mean by there are too many enemies in the game. They rain fire from above, unfortunately. Like, this is just obnoxious. Like, why are there so many cops? Besides that, we can build this. And that is the end of the level. So obviously not my fastest 6.5. This is about a little under a minute underneath or underneath, like kind of just like almost an entire minute behind my PB. We're right now 4 minutes behind current world record. It would take a lot to save what we've lost, but we would try our best. That is episode 6. I definitely think it has a lot of cool stuff going on for it. But anyways, I digress. We're moving on to episode 4 now. So, fun fact, like I said, this is the longest episode in the game. It's basically because the levels, the way they're designed, is just not extremely cool. It's very long. No matter how much we can skip, it's just, there's so many puzzles. I guess they try to make it very deliberate. That's the main story that you start with, and it should be very drawn out, but the end, it kind of makes speedrunners a little upset, especially for Villain's Story, because this is the first level you start off with in Villain's Story. If you're OCD like me, then you need to have perfect RNG with everything, get everything first try, and that can make this frustrating, because there's an interesting wall jump here. So we're gonna do some wall jumps up here. This is an age-old strat, but we're just gonna skip the entire room there. Basically what happened is there's a door over there, and that door is a little above the strength that we're supposed to build a car to get on top of there. Unfortunately, that's a little too slow, so we just decide to get into the slightly overextended loading zone, and we can skip the entire room by landing on some of those pillars. One of the shortest levels in the speedrun. Same for Villain's Story. But if you miss those jumps, it's very costly. So this is a really annoying level, but I'm kind of glad it's the second one. This is a jump you can do. You can clip out here. Yep, you can clip out there, which is very nice. We're gonna go up here. And it's just jogging my memory. I almost forgot how to do this section. We're gonna do an Alt-Tab clip up here. Unfortunately, it's not always nice. It does have a nasty respawn, but I think we got a respawn up there. Okay. Yeah, for whatever reason that works. You can kind of just slide up there. It's the typical Lego Batman physics, you know. That's a nice trick, though. It does save a lot of time to doing the room casually. This is something else. This is a very weird room. You can do a jump here. Obviously, you can't do it first try. It does take a little bit, but with some precise maneuvering, you can get it eventually. This is a weird piece of tech. I don't know why it works, but if you turn off VSync, they will automatically grab the bar almost like 100% of the time after doing that jump. It's something to do with the bar physics, the AI not knowing where to jump or something, but who knows. So you could do that. And yeah, you can also do it with VSync on, but unfortunately, that's not the most convenient way to do it. You cannot get it very consistently with VSync on, so that's why I opted for the safer strat. I am a pro at children's puzzles, by the way, so I will not be messing up the order of these buttons, but I may be in 4-4. So that's the end of the level. There is an end level door. It's hidden. Unfortunately, it's inaccessible in story right now. In free play it is, but obviously this isn't free play, so we just have to work with what we've got. Anyways, we're on a 4-3. This is also the bane of my existence, because the skips, while the skips in this level are cool, they're kind of difficult. So you do a pixel perfect jump here. Get on top of this fence. And what we're going to do is some AI manipulation. I'd rather he not aggro. whatever reason, this works. Just some casual AI manipulation. I guess they get confused on what they should be doing. So that happens. That was a difficult jump. So we can casually just skip that. I wish that did work in more places, but unfortunately it does not. But anyways, yeah, we do this room just very quickly. There's no skip because this door is really just kind of locked in where that kind of gate is, so we can't get inside the gate, obviously. But if we could, that'd be very cool. So another cool drop and warp tech. We can do some here. No, this is cool. We can do what's called more AI manipulation. For whatever reason, the AI loved grabbing bars, so they'll just grab onto those. You can skip the entire purpose of, like, you build a swan, you have to build a plant, and then build a swan. It's a whole bunch of nonsense, but luckily we can skip it. This we can't. Me and several others have spent a long time searching for a way to skip this room, and just been drawing blanks, unfortunately. It's not a huge time loss to do this casually, but it is kind of annoying, so maybe in the future we'll see a way to skip it. So this is cool. You can do this entire room with only ivy. What we're gonna do here is not build the elevator. We are gonna grow this plant though. And with this plant, we're gonna and yeah, we hit the loading zone, so that's convenient. This is an end fight. Not really anyone we're necessarily fighting, but we do have to build a little switch here. The fun switch. I apologize, I forgot which plant had it. Like I said, it's been a little bit. We're gonna go over here. Do that. Nice little kind of whole shebang of things there, and we're done with the level. It's very quick. No end trigger, no boss. Unfortunately, again, like I said, a lot of end rooms aren't 100% optimized just because there isn't really any way to skip it, but it is what it is, I suppose. So, anyways, we're going to move on to 4-4 here. So the skips in this level are also quite interesting. What I'm going to do here is get this guy up here. Nice little drop and warp action. Sometimes you can trigger the tops there. I don't know why it happens. But so you do that normally. This is an interesting drop and warp. This works best if you, yeah, that happened. That works best if you kind of spam A and hold forward. What we're gonna do now is turn off VSync. No, we're not doing a lag clip. We're gonna drop in U, leave you here. They get stuck in there, and they do not trigger the lasers. Otherwise, they would trigger the lasers. It'd be very frustrating, but it's a 100% consistent setup. Just skipping those lasers. For whatever reason, they do not spawn. There is an end level trigger that is now accessible in story, but it is definitely kind of a it's a little bit of a pain to get to. So unfortunately, we'll not be seeing it just yet, but nice little puzzle we can do there. I'm doing this out of order, unfortunately, because I forgot the order kind of. But yeah, you have to 1P suit 1P. I have no idea what I'm saying anymore. 1P2 see this end room as quickly as you can. So that's cool, but we work with what we've got. There's a strat here. You can push this as soon as it spawns. And while you're waiting to get in it, you can keep pushing it. And the rest is, yeah, you just destroy some random things around here. So that is the end of this level. Not super exciting. It does have some cool tricks. What I will say is the next level is a lot more interesting. Oh, nice miss. That costs some time. So, yeah, that's the end of the level. 4-5 is definitely very interesting. What we're going to be doing is what's called a super jump. It's been a while since I've done the super jump, so hopefully it'll spare me the pain of missing it, but we do need to turn on VSync. We can keep that off for a quicker load. So what we're gonna do is, well, I don't know if it's gonna work now. Hopefully it works, but we'll see. Okay, so that's a super jump. You can put the AI in locations where they're unable to move, and kind of as a way to solve that, like if you get them stuck in an object or something, you can just you know, have them force their way out. But depending on what ground they stood on last, can actually change where they jump. So the last detected piece of ground there was all the way back to the right side of the door, but since we were able to kind of hop on some sketchy unregisterable sections, we were able to make the game think our spawn point was all the way back there. And then since the AI got stuck, it decided that it would get unstuck and jump to the last registered location where there's solid ground. So this, unfortunately, we have to do pretty casually. We're gonna do this, and we're gonna go into here. I'm gonna get rid of some of this stuff, and we're gonna go over here. For whatever reason, the developers also overlooked that. You'll notice that a lot of the tricks in this game are actually developer oversights, which is funny. But this is a fun room. We do it pretty casually until the end. There are some ways to skip things that go on, but it's not extremely easy. Fortunately, we do have to deal with this pain in the butt with an AI character, but if we only keep one alive, the rest of them won't spawn in. That's nice. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna clip. I'm gonna do some cool clipping action. Spawn over here. And yeah, we can clip in here. And yeah, we can clip through that. So we could basically just skip the entire little janitor puzzle there. And to finish it all off, we'll introduce some more lag. Just lag your game a little bit, and you can actually hit that end level. It's really a 3D cube inside of there almost. Like, once you open the door, basically what happens is there's this 3D area that you need to hit to end the level. So it's not your typical, you know, 2D transition, but instead kind of like a cube or something. And if you touch any of the cube, it ends the level. So if you just lag grab it, you can end it, which is very convenient. Last but not least, alright, we got the nice Snarled Ice RNG. Killer Moth. We're going to be entering 5-1. we're on to our last episode. This is fun. Fortunately, we do have to turn on VSync. This is, in my opinion, one of the most broken episodes in this game, and it's also the quickest. I do not think it's a coincidence that it's the quickest and most broken, because there's so many developer oversights that it's crazy, and the way they intended us to do the storyline is very short. You can do some tag movement here to skip this little area. We have tried looking for ways to skip this door. Unfortunately, if you do get out of bounds, there is no like settable respawn point for a super jump or anything, so we for now have to do it casually, but the rest of this level we can just kind of e-glide through. Obviously the developers did not intend for you to be able to e-glide through everything, but we take advantage of it and make the most out of it. So that's a nice damage boost you can always get there. Obviously, just kind of keep progressing. We're gonna go into the end room here. This is a funny end room. There is a skip named Birthday Skip. It was found on Ginger Legend Live's birthday, hence the name. You can go on this magnet, and yeah, Penguin just warps up there. I think the AI thinks that they should be up there, so they just kind of warp up there. That's really all you need to do to end the level besides build this signal. The level ends after you build it, but that's like a nice 45-second time save. The old strat was, you see that lever in the toxic goo, we'd have to pull that, we'd have to build some stuff and go pull another lever on the left side. It's a whole entire fun thing there. So that's fun. What's going on now is 5-2. This is a fun level. Some people like this level because it's just kind of like a lot of skill. So we just got first try DV3. We did get DV4 jump too. That's very convenient. So you can skip really this entire rooftop section by yeah, there's some lag to help us get up there. You could skip the entire rooftop section by just parkouring, which is not something you see a lot in Hero, which I think is a reason some people like this level. They like the more raw mechanics and skill in the tech. You can pull both of these levers if you do like a pixel perfect kind of jump there, and you really just skip the entire first room by yourself, which is really funny. Oh, we almost got it. With a very precise set of E-glides. Apparently I suck at E-glides. Anyways, yeah, that's difficult. What we're gonna do here is what's called hole in the wall. It's a joke because we do this like there's a hole in the wall. We can just kind of shove the bomb inside. Unfortunately, it is a little finicky. But besides that, yeah, you just kind of clip a bomb inside of there. That's the entire purpose of the room, is to kind of get you to get the diamond and the level, you know, for Penguin's generator. But we really just skipped the entire under, like the lower half of the level there. The first floor is really a lot of the puzzle solving. But we were able to skip that by just gliding very precisely. Unfortunately, this level is not as fun. We do have to do this 100% casually. There are some cool collectibles you can get though. But besides that, yeah, this is a very boring level. It has some very unusual mechanics. Like that, I suppose. You're wondering probably why we're reloading those right there. It's actually quicker to reload those in the first room, then to do the whole puzzle to get them up there by the purple gate. It saves not 7-9 seconds. I don't know. It used to be an IL strat, but we've adapted it in the runs. It's not too bad. There is some jank collision here if you don't pull the camera. So now we're just gonna wait for this goo. Unfortunately, you cannot override this goo unless you have invincibility. We do not have invincibility, so we cannot obviously go over the toxic goo. But we can trigger this cutscene. And target one of those early, which does save a little bit of time. Not much, but it's helpful. We're gonna get rid of this guy. We're gonna refill our torpedoes there. We're gonna hit these lights. You cannot hit these lights and hit the button at the same time. You need to avoid hitting the light, because that, for whatever reason, disables you from being able to hit the button. Oh, what happened there? Interesting. I don't know how that happened, but that is unusual, because you technically stock up on 3 torpedoes to get rid of each one of them individually, but for whatever reason, yeah, that happened. So we have to do this end room casually. There is a weird thing in free play. We did just blank that, unfortunately. Grab another one, but there is a thing where you reload it in free play. And you can hit it with Robin's torpedo. But obviously, you can hit it like prematurely, kind of end the level in a different way, which I think is interesting, but it's nothing really to go bragging on about. We're on the second to last level. I was having a bit of trouble here earlier. I'll try the normal skip. I don't know why it hasn't been working recently. I might be doing it wrong. But if not, I'll just do the casual strat. What you want to do is... Okay, well, that worked. For whatever reason, like the camera wipe kind of drags towards Penguin, and that does help a lot. Okay, so we need Croc over here. We're gonna do a nice little jump here. For whatever reason, he spawns on the other side. I'd imagine it's because of the AI and he just aggroes on them. It's a little nice time save to the transition skip. You see a lot of transition skips in LIJ. Not so much in this one, but we'll try a new skip here. It was probably one of the most recent skips. Hard to do, but it is nice. You can skip by just elevating yourself over everything. You can skip a lot. I kind of forgot how to do this. So I just went for the old strat. Anyways, for fun, I'll be trying to show off a pretty cool strat that's not very viable because it's hard. But this is fast cells. It saves like 5 seconds. Besides that, what we're going to be trying for is the end level door. Like I said, there are some end level doors in this episode. Not as many as you'd like. But we will be trying for it. This is kind of a pain in the butt with the cops here. Hopefully nothing really gets in our way. Not much. But it is definitely hard. Okay, there we go. And yeah. So that stool right there actually just pushed us out of bounds. And very conveniently, a Gigabrain gigantic developer decided they would, you know, just kind of put the nice little end level door right behind that wall. So that helps. We're going to be doing a little bit of AI skippage. We can skip spawning some AI by doing these kind of precise E-glides. What's really nice is Penguin can E-glide. That saves a lot of what would otherwise be very frustrating platforming in Villain. This is a very quick level. All you need to do is get to the end room, hit the end level door. It's clipped out of bounds. Another broken clip. Ice Ice Baby. We're on our way. Let's see if we can get to sub 130. Loadless. Unfortunately, we will not be getting a sub 130 time with loads, but it's okay. So the last way to end this is we're going to jump up here. It's a barrel. And we're going to get a respawn up here. We're going to do a nice little jump around. And position ourselves correctly. Hope for the best. Time. That is Lego Batman, the video game. Any percent. But, yeah. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Now, that is the end of the run. 2-5 is not. But yeah, thank you so much, everyone, for watching. This has been a true pleasure to be a part of. Remember to donate. The money is going towards a good cause. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be maybe throwing in something. But besides that, yeah. Thanks for having me. It's been a blast, and I look forward to a Goose and his Tative running the one and only all collectibles, I believe. Or doing all red hats and all compass items. So that'll be a lot of fun. So stay tuned, and yeah.